don't do anything, the power of the tools that we are now playing with technologically, and the number of people on the planet, and the just simple quantity of resources that they utilize in a lifetime and take off the map because they can't be recovered, that will doom us. How will it doom us? Well, we may not get to starvation because we have an AI problem that nobody's figured out how to address. Will you get an economic collapse that will cause warfare that goes nuclear? That's quite possible. Will you fail to notice the danger of a Carrington event taking out transformers that could literally knock out a third of the country's electric power for 6 months? Well, that's bad. But it's not nearly as bad as the fact that we have nuclear power plants depending on that power. And if you don't continue to feed them electric power and you don't get them diesel fuel in time, they turn into nuclear volcanoes. So basically what we've built is a system that is ultra fragile. And the solution involves recognizing that you don't want to go after these things a la carte. You want to go after them all at once. You want to recognize what to use your term, the generating function is that has caused all of these fragile systems to be erected without anybody building the proper protections into them. And then the question is, well, what would you have to do to address that core function, to patch the stuff that needs to be patched, to address the core function so it doesn't produce any more of these things, and then over time replace the fragile parts of the system with something reasonable?
Is there a time that this has ever been done correctly? I mean, like, I can think, okay, the Enlightenment, we got good ideas, right, expanded freedoms, right, and expanded intellect and science and things like that.
Yeah.
But this is a very different thing. We're talking about truly, the physical nature of what we have.
Yeah, I think, look, I can easily imagine that we squeeze 340 years with good luck out of this world.
Concessions, and it'll all be fine.